Hey, everyone, happy Thursday or Tuesday or Monday. What day would you like it to be today? Okay, Tuesday. This is what I want to talk about this week. How we are thinking about ourselves and our capabilities and our productivity during this time. And I want to talk about 3 ideas that I have been thinking about and have been really helpful to keep me anchored into a place of self-compassion and self-love, which is really important right now. You know, even during a pandemic, we will have those voices. I have those voices which will say, you're not doing enough. Why is this so hard for you? Why are you struggling? Why are you so stressed out? So even during the pandemic, we will have those voices that are always there to remind us about all the things that we are not doing. And of course, part of our soul journey, if we choose it, and part of our epic self-care journey, if we choose it, is replacing those voices with voices that see our celebrations, voices that uplift us, voices that remind us of who we are. Regardless, okay, 3 things to help us with self-compassion and epic self-love during this time. The first thing is find a place or a person to confirm the story of how hard it is right now and make sure it's the right person. This is what I mean by that. It's easy to forget all this stuff that is hard right now, right? And it's been so long that we're kind of getting back into our flow, and it feels like life should be back to normal because it's been 9 months and yet life isn't, and it's still a struggle. It's easy for us to forget what is happening right now. So if you forget and you cannot remind yourself, go and find somebody who can. So the person that I go to right now is Brene Brown. Brene Brown is like, this is so hard. This is what happened recently. My whole office cried all day today, or whatever she says. She recognizes that it's hard. She talks about all the things that will be going on with us because it's so hard. So she is the one, when you forget that it's hard, when you forget the context, she is the one who will remind you. But the great thing about her is she doesn't stay there. Yes, this is hard. Yes, these are all the things that are challenging for us. And now what do we do? And now what are we learning? And now what are we practicing? So I would say, beware of the people. Hi, Shade. Beware of the people who just want to talk about how hard and challenging it is. But then don't move on from there. Don't talk about the things that they're trying. Don't talk about the things that they're learning about themselves. So go someplace where you can confirm the story that it's hard, but make sure it leaves you uplifted and inspired. You're soothed and you're moving forward with learning, with practicing, with doing. Okay, so that's my first thing. Huge, huge, huge. Second thing, find places to be taken care of. Find places to be taken care of. I had this huge revelation recently. Somebody sent me an article about self-care. And I was like, that's not what I need. I don't need more self-care. I want somebody to take care of me. That's what I need right now. And I bet a lot of you out there, that's what you need right now. Even if you're doing the self-care stuff, it's still us that has to do it. This is time when we need places to release, places to let go, places where we don't have to organize, think of, book, schedule, whatever. So some places that I'm going to be taken care of is I'm reaching out to friends and family. I'm reaching out and asking for their advice. I'm reaching out and asking for help. I'm reaching out in so many places for help. Help in my business. Help figuring out how to pack up this house. Help. I've reached out to people who are healers and trying to find a fit. Like, this is what I need right now. How can you how can you serve me in this way? There's this guy named David G. He does meditations and his voice is just so soothing for me. So for me to just receive and be taken care of by David G., I just lie down and do one of his meditations. Okay, I hope we're still going. Might have to hold this. My third thing is keep the faith. Keep the faith. I know all the stuff that you're trying to do. Well, I don't know all the stuff that you're trying to do, but I can imagine. Sorry, I'm just going to move this out. This is not working for me. Okay. Tune into your why. That's so huge. Why are you doing this? So say you started meditation and then you're thinking, it's too hard to do meditation. It's another thing. It's another thing on my list. It's another thing for me to do, making me crazy. Take a break and just tune in. Hi, Katie. Tune into why you're doing it. It is so easy to drop out of habits because we forget why we're doing them. Everybody does it. It's human. I do it all the time. I'm always having to remember, why is it important for me to connect with my children right now when all I want to do is watch Ted Lasso and drink a glass of wine? Why? I need to remember my why, because if I don't remember my why, I'm not going to do it. Why? Okay. It's so much harder for me when we are not connected and we are not loving. It breaks my heart when I've lashed out at them because I'm not connecting. It makes the day more stressful because it changes the energy in the house. It helps to relax and soothe my nervous system. Okay, that's my why. Got it. Put down the wine. I will see you later, glass of wine. I'm going to go connect with my kids for a bit and then I'll be right back. Okay? So, connect to the why. It's so important. If you forget, and this is actually a great thing to do with a partner. Like, sisterhood is everything. We can't remember everything all the time. We forget that we're magnificent. We forget that we are sensual and sexual, alive, fully hot-blooded women. We forget that we are powerful. We forget that we are strong. And that's when we need somebody to say, no, I know who you are. Let me remind you. So when you forget your why, call up a friend and be like, why the fuck did I start meditating? Like, is that bullshit even anything? And she's going to say, you meditate because I remember when you were talking about meditation, you were talking about finding your calm center. You were talking about how you were less angry. You were talking about, you're like, got it. Good. I shall go and meditate now. So that's what I have for you today. This is like, I've had a tough week and it's Tuesday. I'm going to include the weekend in the week. So this is all stuff that I'm reminding myself of and all stuff that I'm reminding you of. So when I forget, you remind me. When you forget, I remind you. So here are the 3 things that you're going to do, that we're all going to practice to get epic self-compassion, epic self-love right now in this very challenging time. The first one is you're going to find places or people that confirm the reality that this is hard and also leave you inspired and soothed. So my example was Brene Brown. If you go to Brene Brown's podcast, she's like, yes, this shit is hard. This is why you're freaking out. I'm crying all the time. It's all normal. But she doesn't leave you there. And this is what I'm learning. And this is what I'm practicing. And this is what I'm trying. So confirm the story that it's hard, but don't let that be the final destination. And then get inspired, soothed, comforted, and keep learning, keep practicing. Second thing, find a place to be taken care of. Find a place where you don't even have to do self-care. You receive care. I was trying to think of something funny there, clever there. It wasn't possible. So for me, that's reaching out to somebody who does work with essential oils, and I want to have a session with her when I just get to lie back and receive. I get to be taken care of. For me, it's reaching out to friends and family and asking for help and advice. For me, it's when I get stuck in a situation. I have a big business rumble that I'm in right now. I also have a big parenting rumble that I'm in right now. Can't do it on my own. Got to reach out for advice and help. Find places to be taken care of. Finally, when habits are falling off and life is just going to shit, take the time, sit down and just remember what you want. What is your why? Why do you want what you want? Why do you want to do the meditation? Why do you want to connect with your partner? Why do you want to walk outside in nature? Just take time to remember, what's my why here? Why am I doing this? And get a friend to do it if you can't. And then drink that glass of wine, eat that bag of chips, watch whatever you're watching, and get back into it. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. And just love up on yourself. Give yourself a hug, like wrap your arms around you. Be like, you're fucking awesome. You're great. Even when you don't feel great, that's okay. Be like, yes, you're awesome. You're doing an amazing job. Okay. Love you guys. What do you think? Give me your thoughts. Share your wisdom with me. We got to do this together. We got to do this together, mamas. Love you all. Bye.